Hello guys, good morning. So let's continue with our new class. Today what we're going to do is mostly work on project, right? So if I have to quickly recap, let's do the recap. Okay. Until now what we have learned. Let me quickly reset this. Please reset Canva. So we started with GitHub, right? We know how to use GitHub. Next, HTML basic. All the important elements, right? We need for HTML. We build one project, right? Just using HTML, correct? So for that, we're gonna, today we're gonna use our CSS skill to complete this, right? If I have to go back and let's say zerodha, zerodha company, right? Yeah. So we can try to build similar to this one, okay? Up to here, right? So HTML we have done. We learned CSS. In CSS, what we have learned basic properties like color, background. We need to know text, font, how to use font, text, right? Then box model. In box model, what are the things we have to know? Padding, margin, border, width, height, right? These are the things we need to understand in box model. So we have learned flexbox, right? Mostly until now we are just using flexbox to arrange our elements in HTML. Okay. Next thing is what we have learned yesterday was what was that? Positioning, right? Positioning. Very good. POSI, position property. Okay. So in position property, we learn static, relatives, absolute, fixed. So these are the few properties we have learned. I think almost 4, right? 4 properties in position. Okay. The remaining things what we're going to learn in CSS is still we need to learn about the form, right? HTML form. So that is what we're gonna, let's work on form in tomorrow class. Then CSS unit, right? So we are just using pixel, percent. We are using percent. We still need to learn about EM, REM, view height, view width, right? And there are a couple of more, right, related to view height and view width. Okay, so that is all we're gonna look at. We still need to do the grid. That is one of the most important topic, flex and grid. So we still have to do grid, right? So by knowing all these things, we should have good understanding with CSS, right? Next, the layout, right? We know how to lay out our HTML, okay? Once you lay out properly, right, then it becomes easy to add the CSS. Fine. So this is just the overview of things what we have learned and what we still need to learn, right? Now let's, in today's class, right, let's work to style our zerodha landing page. What we have done, just HTML before, right? We have added the HTML. If I have to recap this head section, we need to connect our CSS, right? So let's do here style basically add style, right? Style.css and link to our HTML page. Good. So body, in the body section, right, we have the top header section where you have a tag, that is the image, right, as a logo. Then UL tag with bunch of li, right, for the navigation list. Okay, so we have two children inside the header. Now we start our main section. So the top hero section has basically image. Then below that one there is another section which got heading 1 and paragraph with one button, right? And finally after main, right, so we have footer section with one paragraph. So inside the body we have three different sections: header, main, and footer. We can call these three different box or three different child of body, right? Children of body. Okay, so header has two child, a tag and ul, right? If you look at ul has 1 2 3 4 5 children. Okay, so now you understand, right, how we have structure all this. Okay, this is the first child, this is second child of the main. Okay, so let's start from the header section, right? I will minimize this and let me, yeah. So just look at this, right? So here, here is some HTML action. When you click this, you see this box appear, right, with the link, navigation links and all that. Okay, we're not gonna add all that. We're just gonna, let's say we're just gonna add some icon, right? What we have done last time, same. Okay, you just need to add icon for now in a small device. So it looks something like this right now. So let's say this is a header, right? Header, if you look at here, what we have in the header, bottom, right? The border on the bottom. Okay, so let's add that first. But before I start anything, I must reset, right? So margin 0, padding 0, box sizing, border box. It does not have to be same. Okay, look at here in the mobile device, right? We just have a small space here. Okay, like maybe 5%, right? So what we can do is, let's create a wrapper. Okay, or container, right? Let's call it wrapper. You can call container or wrapper, does not matter. So width, I will make it 90%. Okay, max width will be 1200 pixel. You decide. I mean, this normal 1200 is okay, right? 90% is fine. Okay, and then you want to center, okay, everything, that is margin 0 auto. Done. So now you can start using this wrapper, right? But before that, what I'm going to do is my header border, right, is, I mean, running from left to right corner. Okay, so let me select the header. I have only one header, right? So I don't need class. I just call the name of the element header, and I will add border bottom of 2 pixel solid, and let's give a gray, some kind of gray. I'll change the color, right? Gray, little lighter. Okay, so let's make it here. Move this one to somewhere. Yeah, that is fine. So if you want, you can click and then get the hash code, right? So check now. See, we have something like that. Okay, we're gonna need some padding, right? So let's add padding. Top and bottom maybe 5 pixel, or let's make top and bottom 10 pixel, left and right. I'm just gonna put 0 because I have margin, right? Already I have margin, this wrapper for left and right. So I just need to use this class name now. So because header has a border, right, which running from left to right corner. So the wrapper must be inside, okay? You cannot put outside, right? If you put outside, then you're not gonna get border running from left to right corner because the child, you don't want to make this header child of this wrapper. The wrapper is child of header. In that way, the content inside, right, gonna have some like margin left and right. Fine. We just added the wrapper now. The things we have to fix is the image now, right? Let's do that. So I'll just call img and give a width. First, let's give a width of 100%, right? Let's do that and see what happens. I mean, it looks something like this, but better what will be, right? Let's make our child box little small now. This a tag, right? So what I will do, I'm just gonna give class name here, and let's call it logo. Or we should have added maybe what we can do, right? Let's do one thing. Let's add a box, like block box, right? We can do that. Does not matter. Logo, okay. So this logo now here, width, you can give a width now, right? Let's make it for 200 pixel and see what happens. Okay. Or maybe 150, right? Okay. Something like that. Because image is 100%, it will automatically, 100% of the parent, the logo is the parent box, right? So image will be automatically adjust. And let's make object fit of content. Fine. So we got we got this logo fixed. Now is UL, right? UL has, I think, 5 children, and also the list style, right? So list style will be none to remove the bullet. Okay. Then you do flex, not flex, right? Display flex. Okay. Then add a gap, right? Gap of around 16 pixel and just see what happens. So in the UL, okay, in the UL, right, there is the a tag. So let's call it header here, right? And make it, text decoration to none. We know that. Let's change the color, right? Color to maybe grayish color, like that. So yeah, something like that is okay. Fine. Font size, increase the font size, right? Font size to 18 pixel. Good to go. Now the thing is, let's look at display flex. Just make align item, right? Align item center. Now how are we gonna arrange this one? Left and right button, right? How are we gonna arrange that? So see, one thing you have to understand. This is the wrapper, right? The wrapper has 2 children. This div and the UL. So unless we just put another class here, right? Call it row. That would work also, okay? So dot row, right? And then display flex, and look at that. And then align item center, right? That is vertical. And justify content space between, that is horizontal. So now if you increase this, right, it looks something like this. Clear? Now you want to have more, let's say more, like space between top and bottom, right? So that was the header padding. So let's make it around 20 pixels. Yeah, that's good. So in a small device, right? Now we're gonna make it for mobile responsive. Let me stop here. All right, so let's continue. So we have, we need to make this mobile responsive, right? So we want to hide this in a small device, correct? So here, what we can do is first, let's before we add any logo, right? I'll just put something like a this the div or row, right? Here, let's make maybe just simple h1 tag, right? And I'll call it maybe you know line, right? Something like that. So or basically let's add a div icon, right? Icon to click, okay? Plus icon. So the thing is, this one need to be hidden, right? If we look at here, see, you see the icon also, right? If you scroll this, something like that. So this need to be hidden. So let's go back here, and then we can give a class name, right? Let's call it class header, or we can call the nav, right? Nav. Let's call the nav. So this will be hidden, right? Or I think because we have flex and all that in this box, I think better we can leave this one here. So see this, we really have to think properly, right, before we can do anything. What I will do, I'm just going to wrap this in a separate box, and I will use that box to display or hide, right here. Or I can call the nav, okay? Better, right? So this nav, we can just select here nav, right? And we say display none, right? So it's gone now, okay? So similarly for the icon, right? We can add media. Let's add media at the rate media. Mean width. If it goes more than 1000 pixel, right, then only you want to display, okay? So in that case, our nav display will be blocked. Let's check now. If you go above 1000, right, so we can see that, okay? So we want to hide that icon also, right? So here dot icon display will be none. Okay, so if we go above 1000 pixel, see that that icon is gone, and we have, you know, you get the point now, right? The only thing is, so it's there, but soon we cross 1000, it's hidden. Yeah, so I mean, now we get the idea, right, about that icon. We can even get the icon. Let's get the icon, right? Let's try that. I think we can use that one last time. So what I will do, I'm going to call font awesome icon, right? So here, hamburger menu, click on that. So let's look for this free one. This is all pro, so that's the free one. Click, you will reach here, right? HTML. So, you know, copied already. Once you click, it will be copied, right? What kind you want, just look at the regular or light, or, you know, let's copy this solid one, right? Okay, and in here, in the div, right, let's place that icon. The one thing is, we're gonna need this link, because this will not gonna work, right? We're gonna need the CDN. The CDN is basically the style, like the place or API, right, which contains this, you know, the font awesome code. Okay, so CDN for font awesome, and click on that, and we're gonna just copy the link. That's just the URL, right? But this will be the tag also. Okay, so we're just gonna place it in our head. Let's see if this is okay. Yeah, so link, because this is the link, right? The link with href, http, cdn, whatever is that, you know, just need all that, right? Save, because this is a link, that's why I have to place in the head section. Now go back here, right, and you can see that. Look at there. If you want, we can increase the font size also, right? So we can say so this is the icon. Okay, class icon, right? Icon, I mean, I can add here icon bar, right? Bars like that. And somewhere here, dot icon underscore bars, and let's make font size little big, so 24 pixel, right? And you will see some different. Okay, good to go. Look at that. Okay, so we are doing okay now, right? Let's move to the next thing out now. What is the next step? I will close all this. We don't need this image, right? Basically we have this image little bit big, so, you know, let's add that. The main section, you know, the main section will be here, section 1 image. So let's call this class main, maybe hero, right? Let's go down, just put here, okay, main underscore hero. Let's add a padding, right? Padding top and bottom maybe 50 pixel, left and right 0. Okay, you see now that image just get in the center, right? And because we have made the image img here with 100% object fit, it will work for all images. Okay, The next thing is what we're going to do is let's see what we're going to do next, right? I want to let me check here. Yeah, so you can see some space there. Okay, we want to put in the center, right? How? That's a wrapper. Okay, that is important. So always do that. We have this section, inside section, right? We can call div. Always put in the main section, okay? The wrapper, okay? Always inside, right? So that if you have some background color or maybe border or something, it will be expand all the way, right? From left to right. Class name, wrapper. Okay, so now things will be automatically put in the center. Look at the space on the left and right now. Now let's work on this. Class name, main underscore text, right? So we have heading 1, paragraph, and button, right? So if I look at here, it looks something like this. They all are, in the center. So dot main underscore text. First, I will give some padding, right? Padding top and bottom 50 pixel, left and right 0. So, see the problem now, right? You will see the lot of padding because of the image and this one. So let's leave this one. Okay, no need this. What I can do is text align center. Let's do that, right? And because I have only one heading, right? Or I can do one thing, main hero text s1, font size. I'll make it around 46 pixel. Invest in everything, right? It looks something like that. Yeah. Then we can have color, maybe a little bit of light, right? Gray color, but let's make it lighter. Okay, somewhere here. Some more light, right? Let's add that. All right. You want to increase the font size, it's okay, right? If you want to make it like 64 pixel is okay. Oh, that's too big, right? 48. Fine. So let's add the margin bottom, right, of 16 pixel. Good. Now we're going to select paragraph. So the same thing, dot main text p tag font size 18 pixel, and then save. It's more, right? Around look like 24 pixel. So I don't think, okay, so that now it's fine, right? Looks okay. Yeah. Now you want to style the button. So, let's add margin, like margin bottom of 16 pixel also in the font. All right. Then we're going to do the button. So button. You want to add a class name? Just add class btn if you want. Dot btn. And again, same thing, button. We know how to create a button, right? Padding top and bottom 8 pixel, left and right 16 pixel. background color. So what is the color here? Okay, it looks little big, right? So what I will do, I'll make 12 and make this one around 24 pixels. Background is blue, or I think green, right? That green or blue? Blue, not green. Okay, so bring it somewhere here and take this color, right? Yeah, fine. Then we're gonna have the font size of 26 pixel. I think this paragraph, right? We can make it. Let's make 21, not too big. And here will be 24, right? That is fine. The border radius, that is important, right? Make it 8 pixel. Little curve, in the border, right? Okay, we have hover effect also. So font will be the color, right? Color is white. First we need to create a border to none, because that's the back. You see that? Even the not 8, let's make 6 pixel, right? Little light curve. Okay, and then we're gonna have cursor pointer, right? Cursor will be pointer. Fine. So when you hover, right, must change to, I think font is 21. Fine. Must like change the background to black, right? So dot btn colon hover, right? Okay, and then we change the background color to black and transition, right? I mean, you can add just color here, but let's select all. Fine. So something like that. Okay. The transition means just to make it smoother. If you want, you can make it more like a set a time, right? Transition all, and time maybe 0.1 second, something like that. All right, so yeah, it looks something similar, right? We can just add basically some gap between the text paragraph and the button. So here, let's add margin top, right? Margin top of maybe 50 pixel and see what happens. Because, okay, so when you hover, right? Oh, something went wrong. Somewhere something is wrong, right? Transition all, let's see. Oh, I put in the wrong place, right? That's why. Oh my God. This will be here, okay? Yeah. So, this transition, right? All means basically you can add for the color only, or but all means all properties it will apply, right? Normally we are just changing the color, okay, in the hover, and you can add the delay, right? Like set the delay time, okay. So what I put earlier, 0. Maybe 1 millisecond or just second, right? Just to add smoothness a little bit. Fine. So we done with this part, right? Next is the footer section. So I mean, right now there is no footer. I just added this extra, right? So how we can install that? Simple. just add, select the footer, right? And first we need to center the content, remember that. So always put a div and add the wrapper, right? Wrapper, okay, that will center everything. So footer, paragraph, and let's add some stuff. So footer, I want to give a padding, okay, top and bottom of 50 pixel, and text align center. So look at here, that's the footer, right? If you want, you can select footer paragraph and give a font size of 21 pixel, right? So yeah, so see, that looks okay. So guys, that's how you're going to style that. Please complete this one. What I want you guys to do is I was planning to do this one, right? So that will be easy. Just try on your own. Create the project, right? Create project in your GitHub. Okay, clone that one, and then work on this project, right? Add HTML, CSS. Once you're done, right, please send me the link, okay, your GitHub link, right, so I can look at. All right guys, thank you very much. We will continue tomorrow. So tomorrow we're going to work on form, okay? Let's learn about the HTML form, some styling, and then we're gonna learn about the grid and CSS unit, and we will work with a couple of more projects, right, before we move to JavaScript. Thank you very much. Have a nice day, guys.